nice necklace.
Oh, yeah.
She's got her diamonds on. We are out at a creek, and we're gonna poke around by where the bridges cross here and do several stops. This is up near Knoxville public land. We're not quite up in it yet. And we're gonna look in sedimentary rocks for fossils. We found some cool ones here before, and just whatever else. We're hunting for details. So get out and enjoy the day. Look, it's a dinosaur egg right there. Just kidding. I'll let you know when I see something. It's like, that's what clued me in that they were here last time. I think that they're tube worms. Would be a guess. What do you think?
I have no clue.
Me neither.
They just look like something that doesn't belong on a rock.
But fossil. You found first fossil. So we're in a spot where there are some. So there should be other things too. I'm stoked. So yeah, you get it.
I found all this too.
Already? Is that a silver dime?
I don't know, it's 89.
No, it's good.
Yeah.
Wow, without a metal detector. Yeah, there's some good layers here. It's got a coarser gravel into it. Yeah, I think this is a really good little spot. There's a little layery agate creature right there. Look at that. Here's that agate wet with a little bit of light coming through it. And then here's a piece of blue mineral, blue orange. Looks like it's got a little bit of agateness to it. We'll start with those.
I think this is like, it feels like a shell. Doesn't it?
It kind of does feel like a shell. It's like had gypsum. Like replace it? Yeah, that feels like a
shell.
Like a little shell. I wouldn't doubt it. I just picked up gypsum that would totally replace the original thing.
It's stuck in there. It's just like a slabby thing.
Look at that one. It's a tool. There's a lot of minerals up here. Ooh, look at the layers in this one, they're pretty exotic. This one's got a nice pink and blue mix. total little agate layer right there. It's like big old chunks of it. Look at this little agate layer running through here. Looks like it's the crystals in the middle have actually gone kind of orange into almost a citrine creature. Some weird blues coming in there. Danielle is way down there already. It's a big beach, there's a lot on it. Look at this. The shape of that. It just feels cool. Now, that, especially the surface on it, reminds me of vertebrae. But I couldn't say for sure. The shapes of the rocks here are fantastic. They could make you see almost anything in them. We're gonna need some sunshine for that one. There's actually translucence. And this is what I stooped down for. It's the square of, I have to say, agate. The marbling in this is what gave it a common name of pink marble. I read in old descriptions that they were mining it out here and using it for decorative stuff, and I think that probably this is what they're referring to, are these agatized layers in this pink quartzy looking stuff.
Are you liking this spot? Oh, I just found these that I like. They feel nice in your hand.
Oh yeah, blue. Little blue agate.
Just feel nice.
Yeah. Gypsum. Look at this piece. It's kind of cool how it ended up like that.
Oh yeah. It's different.
Man, it's got a cool blue stripe running through it. We're in a spot where it's just seems like a lot of agates. Okay, we got it. Show the other one? The
Oh,
bent
yeah.
rock and everything?
Oh, bent rock over again?
Yeah,
Okay.
everything. I wasn't recording.
Bent rock.
Bent rock. Well,
but chalk rocks are awesome.
chalk rocks are awesome.
Let's steal them from the neighbor.
I think everybody used to steal the chalk rocks from the neighbors. That's why the neighbors with the chalk rocks were like, why are these kids taking my white rocks and throwing them all over the sidewalks?
I didn't know that. I thought it was just us.
No, I borrowed some white rocks from
one yard that had really good lemons. And we'd
lemon
like steal
poacher.
lemons and we'd be like, lemonade stand. No.
Look at this agate. If you look at it up close. The whole thing is a gob of very light pink and blues. Today's kind of a weird light day. There's either no light or it's kind of very washed out. It's like a whole, it was a thick layer like yours and then it got beaten and rounded into a gypsy ball. Little pieces of agate everywhere. This one's got some carnelian colors to it. Think about that. Rocks. Look at this slab. A beautiful, thick little slab here. There's a tree. Live on Quest for Details. Yes, they do make a sound. Wow. We kept hearing snapping somethings in the background. I guess that's what it was. See, and then we can put almost crushed by falling tree while rockhounding.
Those candies. The ones with the chocolate and the pink and the white.
Yeah.
Those ones that were so yummy. You get it at
The Neapolitan little coconut chews. Yeah. So we're about to leave this spot. I look down and I think I see the edge of a fossil. It's just a clam print. A bivalve. Oh no. There's like the whole little dish of it there. Well, you semi-count. We didn't get that stuff. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Blue vein running through it. Whoosh. Bubbly layer. This is the next spot that we're getting out to go down to the creek. Go see what it's got. So, just got the bucket and it's emptied out again. We're just gonna climb down the creek and see what sort of little creature. Shit, I think I'll shut the door on the truck. Not much beach here, huh? Sorry. flying down into this creek because of the strata layers here, all the different sedimentary layers. You can see them crossing the creek. Look how molten this one is. So these were supposed to be, you know, pretty straight layers of sandstone. You can see how it ended up. I mean, that is crazy looking. Goes all the way up that way. You can see pieces of it there. That big old block that fell down. See how swirly it is? It's pretty cool. There's a big old bar of it from where Danielle is standing here. She's actually on top of it. That's the swirly stuff, and it comes across the creek like a little dam. You see it there? That's not wood. That's just a really swirled little layer. These natural curves to this rock. It's really cool. But there's also more marble agate looking stuff. It's kind of gray. Hello, frog. Can I talk to you? Says no, not really. Look at those layers. It's pretty awesome. It comes around here. There's a complete bend. Comes down here and then you're probably going on. Just natural big blocks everywhere falling out of the slab. You can see the layers running this way, stacked on. There's just a layer peeling off of this big old block. Makes you wonder what lives under there. But also, see the ripples in the mud from that day. So was this one day, one season, one tide that made this one little layer that these stones are composed of, and then eventually the entire mountainside is composed of? With trees you can tell it's 2 seasons per ring, but what would that be? Was that a day? Was that a day? Was that a day? Was that a week? This piece had larger things getting stuck in it. Look like a hobbit sitting on broken pieces of some old kingdom. See where they're just snapping right out of there. Look at, look at just that piece.
I know.
Look how long that one slab of stone is. That's crazy. So here you can see all these layers on their angle, and if you followed this up, it's actually the same as Blue Ridge. You could see all the layers up there, and they have this angle to them, and that's actually the angle of California. And the oldest layers are in this individual section, you can say, you know, this is how layering works, is the things that were laid down first are the oldest, and then the next, and then the next, all the way up to the newest layers, which would be at the top. But the funny thing about California is there's going to be a point, and it's usually at the bottom of each one of these valleys, where the next piece of continental plate didn't slide underneath, and it actually got stuck on and then lifts up this edge of the continent, which is why all this sandstone, which used to be under the ocean, has been lifted up to where it is now inland. But what it also means is that at a point here, the top layers are going to be newer, even though they're underneath here, because it got slid up and stuck underneath. So newer pieces are continually getting shoved and stuck onto the edge of the continent here in California, which is raising it up. Now in those pieces, the layers are true. The bottom is the oldest. But as far as going from eastern California out to the west and the coastal range, each of those ridges basically represents another piece that has slid up and been shoved up underneath the others. So in that case it goes newest piece shoved under to the oldest piece lifted up. And just beyond this, we're actually at a foothill of it, and it rolls up and rolls up to the highest ridges of sediment layers, and that's the Blue Ridge. And beyond that, it's the Great Valley. What? 3. Yeah? This is going to be the good spot. It's going to be loaded with stuff. No telling what the stuff is, but it's loaded with stuff.
There it goes, right there.
Tree frog.
Doggy, I love you. Hi. Hello. Oh, you're so cute. Hi. He doesn't like me as much as I like him.
Killer, look at the little crystal pocket in it. Some more of these blues and whites. That's pretty cool. It's just got to find this little banding that runs through these areas. That'll work. Kind of deceptive in this light. What is and what isn't. This is a big old crystally gob. It looks like even citrine crystals in there, but I almost went right by it and it's almost translucent in some areas. Definitely getting into the citrines. Oh.
There's so many colors here. It's just like primrose.
Yeah, this is a good wash.